Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a showdown out of the American League Central between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Jake Odorizzi is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Stepping into the box, Guy Tippett, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway in Minneapolis. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Buxton will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's got 2 hits in 19 tries. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
A high fastball is in there. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
The designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Settling in now, Miguel Cabrera. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. Tigers nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Sanchez will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Leading off for the Twins, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He comes in leading the American League in stolen bases, so that's getting on base and making things happen, and that's using his wheels. And everyone knows when he gets on, he's going.
The next Twin up, Luis Arias, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And this one runs up high, ball one. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Shortstop.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Polanco. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title.
Not an easy thing to do going for a batting title. You have to be good from beginning to end, and D-Row, this guy's been about as consistent as there is.
He's just got such plate discipline, Dan. Nothing outside the zone. You take a look at his numbers and his metrics. This is a guy that has no chase percentage whatsoever.
Arias, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Runners are at first and third, one away. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball four.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Here's Jed Jerko now. First pitch on its way. No balls and one strike. Bases are loaded here. One man out. Outside part of the plate. The changeup is in there. Jerko swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". He was taken in the second round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Lying toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. One run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, B-Roll, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Sano. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Still only one out in the inning. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Mitch Garver will be next. Line down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So striding forward now, Mitch Garver. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Jones ranging forward. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third.
The designated hitter, number 9.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, number 9, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation of this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Behind 0-2 now. And 2. Here it is.
1 ball.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Twins 2 and the Tigers nothing. Leading off the inning, Robert Roberts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Striding in, Sean Cardenas. He drove in 1 of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And he punts the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Arias is there. 2 gone.
Batting 6th, the left fielder, number 50.
Stepping into the box, number 50. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
He stays alive, still 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 2-0. So stepping in, number 24. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2. Line towards center field. Jones patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, this team took it on the chin last game, and I think a lot had to do with the fact that they're not playing great defense. Committed 2 errors in that one in some big opportune times, and it came back to bite them. Something to look forward to today.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. First delivery to him on the way. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And we find that these guys are currently 3rd best in the AL in that department. Stepping in, Luis Arias. Lead there at second. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Arias is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes it. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Standing in, Jorge Polanco, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The 2-0 on the way. Fouled off. Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. pulled toward right center field. Reyes has a beat on it, and that retires the side. Twins wind up stranding one. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game.
Welcome back to Target Field, home of the Twins, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team."
The catcher.
Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the pitch. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1. Is a fastball that misses. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got to tell 2-2.
Fouled away. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Victor Reyes will be next. The 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. Count still full. 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Into the box, Victor Reyes. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Nope,
hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Jones.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
The 1-0. Taken, strike one, outside corner. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Reyes stands at first with 1 out. Three one.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Into the box now. Guy Tippett. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is there. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, the shortstop, Ronald Torreyes.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ronald Torreyes. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. He's set, and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Boy, his pitch count is really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eddie Rosario. He drew a walk his first time up.
Fielder, Eddie Rosario.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
One ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Two and two.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Still 2 and 2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Here's Jed Jerko now. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
The 2-0. Line to the right side. Reyes is there to put it away for out number 1.
That's one of those tough outs that will drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's Miguel Sano as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. Sano, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. The 2-0. 3-0 now. Mitch Garver waits on deck. Rosario, the runner at second with 1 away. And that's finally over for a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Digging in, Mitch Garver. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball just off the inside corner.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
First and second now, one man out. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now the 2-1. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. The Twins are in front, 2-0. Ready for another chance? Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone.
3-1.
This is where, if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball with damage on your mind.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Full count still. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Line toward right center. That's a hit. The first of the game for the Tigers.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Degro, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
In now, Robert Roberts, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Roberts, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. This is his first year at the big league level. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming.
Nope.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first down.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
At the plate, Sean Cardenas. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Into the box now, number 50, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that's through, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
The catcher, number 34, Jake Rogers.
Now at the plate, Jake Rogers, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Too low, 1-0. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 pitch on the way. Fouled away. Cabrera, the runner at third. Cardenas is over at first with one away. 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And a strike three called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are two away now. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
From the stretch.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Ready with the 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So the Tigers leave them loaded. They trail it here 2-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, number 9. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hitter, number 9.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, number 24. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Byron.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Now the 1-0 is laid off.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Hey.
2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and foul. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder. Luis Arias would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Your attention, please.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Now
Fernando Romero, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Romero.
Standing in, Jacoby Jones reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
Jacoby Jones.
First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Now the 2-0 home. The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. The 2-2. Now a hard liner, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Popped straight up, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Stepping in now, Guy Tippett, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 in there, and it's 0-2 now. Jones stands at second with no outs. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
In now, Ronald Torreyes popped up, and no one will track it down. No hits to this point. Down the left field line and deep. Rosario is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. That just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Tigers are shut down there. They trail things here 2-0. Now at the plate, Luis Arias. He starts off the inning against a
Leading
guy
off
who
for
struck
the
out the
Twins,
side last inning.
the
How did they
second
get to
baseman,
him here?
I'm
Luis
not sure, Matt, that they want to stay
Arias.
as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Set to deliver the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill
The
right
batter,
now.
number
As we
11.
roll through it again,
Shortstop.
remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Tippett is up with it, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play where you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll take a look at ball one.
No strike.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 33 on the year as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Number 5.
Into the box, Jed Jerko, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands
Now
inside the
batting,
baseball, and was
third
able to
baseman,
fight off a good,
Miguel.
nice executed pitch for a knock.
No.
Digging in, Miguel Sano. A couple of walks for him thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Jerko, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch.